I'm Jason Cross with Macworld, and this is a list of all the things we expect Apple to release in June 2021, including hardware, software, and services. We're going to start with software this time because June is a huge month for software. You see, Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference begins on June 7th, and that's where the company shows off all the new versions of its operating systems. We'll get our first look at iOS 15, iPadOS 15, tvOS 15, macOS 12, and watchOS 8. These updates won't be released until the fall, but Apple always starts beta testing for developers right away with a public beta just a couple weeks later, so you'll probably have a chance to try out early versions in June. Apple's built-in apps typically get major updates along with the OS updates, so there's going to be a lot of new Apple software to play with. Moving on to hardware, it's likely going to be a big month for fans of the MacBook Pro. Rumor has it that there are new 14-inch and 16-inch MacBook Pro models on the way with a new design and a new Apple Silicon system on chip, probably called the M1X. This chip could have twice the high-performance CPU cores of the M1, 2 to 4 times the GPU cores, and a maximum of 64 gigs of RAM. So if you think the M1 is fast, you ain't seen nothing yet. These new MacBooks are also supposed to have more Thunderbolt ports, an SD card slot, HDMI output, and maybe even a mini LED display. The Mac Mini, which already got an M1 upgrade for the low-end model, is also supposed to get this new powerful M1X chip for the high-end model. Rumor says we can expect a slimmer design with more ports and the same magnetic power plug as the new 24-inch iMac. Apple will supposedly unveil these new Macs during the WWDC keynote on June 7th, but we don't know if they're going to ship in June or not. On the services front, Apple's got plenty going on. The company already announced lossless audio and Dolby Atmos is coming to Apple Music. Now the OS updates for this are already out, but the formats won't go live until Apple flips the switch sometime in June. On Apple TV Plus, we've got releases every Friday. The Stephen King thriller Lizzie's Story premieres on June 4th. Season 2 of Home Before Dark drops on June 11th. 80s comedy drama Physical lands on June 18th, along with the documentary Watch the Sound with Mark Ronson. Season 2 of animated musical comedy Central Park starts on June 25th, and so does the whale tracking documentary Fathom. On Apple Arcade, there haven't been any new games released since the big content drop at the start of April, which is strange. Forensic Overdrive, Leo's Fortune Plus, and Legends of Kingdom Rush have been listed as coming soon for almost 2 months now. So those could launch at any time, but we really hope Apple has something big in store for Apple Arcade at WWDC. That's all the June releases we know of, but keep your eyes on Macworld for all the big news coming out of WWDC starting on June 7th.